question for, if you have any questions for Denny, please raise your hand. I see Neil. Go right ahead.
Hey, Denny, I'm just curious how you felt this game went. Obviously, you said last time, you're not going to be perfect every time, but where did you think you did well? Where did you think you could improve?
Listen, first of all, I'm not looking at myself. At the end of the day, I'm a part of a team, and I needed to do better, and we all needed to do better than that. And shots weren't falling for me tonight. No big deal. I'm keep shooting my shots. I'm keep making that good decision making. Keep making that extra pass for my teammates. And in general, it was kind of off today, but we're gonna get back to work. I'm gonna get back to work, and hopefully we're gonna have a better game next game. So, yeah.
Thanks,
Fred.
Denny.
Fred.
Oh yeah. Hey Denny, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm just wondering. I know after that first game, I asked you about your reads and stuff on particular kinds of passes, and I'm curious now that you've got one NBA. You entered this one having already played one NBA game. Were there any moments where you felt like, oh, I did that last game. I've got my placing in, whether it's way a defense reacts to you or where your teammates were or anything else?
Can you just shorten the question?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
understand it really quick.
Yes, that was a long question. So
Yeah.
reasonable request. Were there any moments tonight where things came a little bit easier for you because you had already had that game under your belt?
I don't know what to tell you. I'm still. It's still the second game. Whether or not I had a good game in the first game, I told it in the last interview that I'm not going to be perfect, and it's all new to me. It's all new to me. The whole environment, playing in that floor, it's all new to me. It will take me some time to adjust. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm also human, and I make mistakes, and I'm gonna keep working hard. I think we have as a team a great future. This is the time for us to prepare and be ready and practice. So whether or not we were good or bad today, if I was good or bad today, I just made the right reads. I took my shots that I took last time, and if it didn't fall, it didn't fall. So it doesn't mean that I'm gonna sag off right now, but yeah, just how it went today.
Eva. Eva, you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah. Denny, you mentioned that things felt a little bit off tonight. Can you be more specific in what felt off for you?
I don't know if you look in the statistic, you will know what to tell me, but I think mostly my 3-point shots. I settled too much about the threes. I wasn't as aggressive as I was with last game, and yeah, I'll need to figure out my way to also when I have bad shooting days, to do some other stuff. But I think I made the right reads for my teammates, and the game didn't go well, also for me and for everybody. But I try to do my best every time.
Karita.
Yes. Denny, you mentioned how everything is still new for you. What would you say has been the biggest adjustment so far for you in these 2 games that you played?
Definitely the pace. Still getting used to it. Sometimes the physicality is different, but in general, I'm playing with a new team, guys. You need to understand. I came from overseas, straight to a new team, new environment, new country, new culture. So I didn't grow up here in the States. So for me, it's kind of different than other guys. But I'm not comparing me to anybody. I'm just gonna keep playing hard, keep putting the hard work that I'm always getting, and I hope things will go well for me. But we'll need to be a little bit patient. I need to be a little bit patient, and it's all gonna come together in the end.
Fred.
Hey, Denny, one more for you. What's your comfort level been like defensively during these first 2 games?
Comfort. I'm not second off of anybody. I'm getting my rebounds. try to contest as many as I can. I mean, back in Europe, I used to raise my hands when I'm defending, which in the NBA does not always work. So I'll need to contest a little bit more. But in general, I think I can slide my feet. I mean, I can stay in front of guys. I don't have any problem. I'm not afraid of anybody in this league, and I'm just gonna come there and compete.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Stay safe.
If you have a question for Bradley, please raise your hand. Brad.
What's up, Brad? That is the first time you've played a basketball game that matters to any degree in like 9 months. What was it like to actually get back out there and play?
Weird, but afraid for one. Felt good. First place in my London series, Jesus Christ. But it did feel good. It felt just good to be back out on the floor, just to be able to just be out there, be in our arena, be with my team. That all felt great. But it definitely felt weird not having any fans, the protocols we had to go through because I didn't go through the bubble. So it was an adjustment for me for sure. But you know what? I mean, this is how the rest of the year is going to go. So I think I'll get used to it pretty quick.
Matthew.
Yeah, just to follow up on that, like, what was the most jarring part for you without the fans here? Like, were you asking guys because you didn't play better than they had?
Probably the fake crowd noise. That was throwing me off a little bit. I remember I missed the hell out of a three at the top of the key, and it was like cheering. I'm like, why are we cheering? I didn't make it. So it was just funny just being in that environment. But it's going to take some getting used to. It's kind of like it is a sense of when you're in the game, you're locked into the game. You don't really pay attention to the outside noise. But when you're on the bench and, you know, you're just sitting there, and it has a different vibe to it. But, you know, this is our safest way of playing, and that's the most important thing for sure. So whatever it takes, whatever it means that, you know, how we got to go out there and play, we got to do it.
Ava.
Brad, now that you've gotten the chance to kind of go out there, what do you think? Where do you think this offense is, just with such a short training camp and integrating all the new players and everything?
Oh, that's going to be the toughest part. I mean, but we're not the only team that's dealing with that, you know. So everybody has a short camp. You know, everybody's trying to implement new guys, you know, that they acquired, and I'm trying to do that to the best of their abilities. And, you know, we're trying to do the same. You know, hopefully we can get more guys out next game. I mean, we have one more here on Saturday against Detroit again. So, you know, I think hopefully Russ gets out and play, and DB as well. But, you know, more or less, you know, we're looking forward to just continue to do what we've been doing over the past year. You know, we know our offense, we know our sets. It's, you know, it was the first time they played with me in a long time. So, you know, it was an adjustment for everybody, you know, once the bright lights came on, but I think we'll be okay.
And it didn't look like you had any rest or anything, but did it feel like it was easy for you to get back in a rhythm right away? I know you said you wanted to get some time for that.
Yes and no. It just felt different. Like, I haven't played since March, so I haven't seen live basketball besides my teammates, you know, in a long time. So it was definitely new and an adjustment for me. But, you know, I'm ready to go. You know, I'm definitely excited. My body feels great. Shoulder feels even better. So, you know, I'm just ready to hit this thing swinging, you know, come Saturday. And then after that, you know, the real lights come on. So.
Coach Brooks is available at the other presser, just so you know.
Yeah, Brooks, man.
Chase.
Hey, Brad, now that you've been out there in a game, what types of things do you guys need to clean up, do you think, before the season begins?
Biggest thing is spacing on the offensive end anyway. And then defense is accepting our challenges, man. We gotta be better at guarding our guys, being more in sync, in tune, talking more, and just accepting the challenge. I think that's all it is on defense. You know, we gotta be able to get into our guys, guard them. You know, granted, we're not going through the lengths of our shoot-arounds and things like that in personnel, but, you know, we've played these guys numerous times. We know their scouting. We know tendencies. So, you know, we got to be a lot better, and hopefully we can do that Saturday.
And I'm wondering your thoughts on Killian Hayes. You know, he's a top draft pick at the guard position. What were your impressions of him first time playing against him?
So we were trying to figure out where he came from last year, a year ago. I think he didn't go to college, if I'm not mistaken. But he's a really true talent. You know, he's a good kid, good rookie in the league. Great size to him. Has a good feel and understanding of the game. You know, he gets to learn from D Rose and DeLon Wright over there too. So you know, he has good vets that he can learn from. You know, I'm excited to see him grow into the league. You know, but we got to make it a little bit tougher for him on Saturday. He was able to get a little bit manipulative in ways and get into the paint, creating some things for their team. So we got to be better at that.
Brad?
Yeah, Brad, I'm also just wondering what your thoughts are on Denny's first 2 games for you guys.
Oh, he played magnificent. I would say, like I told him in practice the other day, he's going to have good days, he's going to have bad days, and in between days, you know, and he has to learn to embrace them all and understand, you know, what you're learning from each of those days and in those moments. You know, he had a great game against Brooklyn. He probably had an okay game today. So, you know, you kind of realize that and look at your film and see where you can get better, where you can, you know, where you can improve. You know, what I love the most about him is his competitive spirit and his nature that, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody. He continues to go out and compete at the highest level possible. I would like for him to be a little bit more aggressive on offense, looking at the basket more and serving as a threat. But, you know, that'll come with time and maturity and as the game slows down.
And did you change your shooting form? Are you like keep doing something different with your elbow? Are you keeping it in more? Was that the change you made last year around the All-Star break?
No. I rarely ever make changes to my shot.
Okay.
Neil?
Hey, Brad, you know, no surprise to you. You dealt with it all last year, the doubles and the triple teams that teams would send at you. Do you think teams are still going to be able to do that with you this year when you guys are fully loaded?
Fully healthy, no. You know, because you have Russ out there, you have Rui, you got DB, you got TB, you got Troy. You know, you got guys who can shoot the ball, who serve as threats off the dribble too. You have to respect them and respect what they're able to do. You know, I'm an unselfish player, so whenever I have it, I tell our guys all the time, just give me the ball and I'm going to get off it. You know, I'm going to look for the open guy, I'll try to hit the guy, hit the big in the middle and let him make the play, you know, whatever the case may be. But, you know, let's get a great shot. You know, I know teams are going to send 2, 3 at me. Let them do it. You know, I'll get off the ball with ease and we'll get the best shot possible. But I don't see it. Honestly, don't see it. You know, teams really slacking up on it. You know, our thing is they're gonna force us to, you know, utilize the rest of our team, get the ball out of my hands. So, you know, I trust my teammates to be able to make the right play. And, you know, I think we have enough depth at each position that, you know, they have to respect other players on it.
And last question to Chase Hughes.
Brad, how did Coach Brooks react to the game tonight? I know it's just a preseason game, but he took a long time to address the media. I was wondering if you guys saw what you like to call his dark side.
In a way, yeah. I mean, it's preseason, yes, but there's still a lot that we did wrong that we can be better at. Things that, you know, just common sense mistakes, myself included. So, you know, we gotta be a lot better. You know, Coach holds us all to a high standard, and you know, with a huge amount of accountability. You know, so I carry myself that way. The team does too. So it's a big accountability factor for everybody. So, you know, Coach definitely laid it on us, but you know, this isn't the first time. So, you know, we just have to listen to him and understand what he wants. You know, because he's trying to find answers. You know, that's what he keeps preaching. He's trying to find guys that he wants to put out on the floor. So, you know, he's only gonna put guys out there that he trusts and that he knows can get the job done. So I think he definitely got his message across, and you know, it's up to us to continue to fight for our position and fight for playing time and get results.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you, everyone.